Breaking news, Donald Trump is buying the altcoin Sui through his crypto company, World Liberty Financial. And right now, the markets are loving this news. You can see Sui jumping 15% after the partnership with World Liberty Fi. And they say they're going to add Sui tokens to their strategic reserve. Now, folks, this was greatly needed because the price of Sui has been in a free fall since it's at an all-time high in January, around January 5th, when it was trading above $5. Right now, it has fallen tremendously, trading around $2.81. I think it's fallen another penny or so. Now, this was needed because the price of Sui has been in a free fall. It peaked around January when it was trading above $5, and it is down about halfway since then. It is now trading around $2.81. Now, I'm currently in a Sui trade right now, and I have a target to the upside where I'm going to take profits, and I have a target to the downside where I'm going to buy as much Sui as I can and stick around because I'll show you those two levels in a second. Now, back to this post right here. If we scroll down, Sui reached an all-time high, but has dropped 50 cents then. Now, if we jump back to the article here, the Sui community is loving it. Today's partnership with Donald Trump's World Liberty Fi has finally brought back the bullish momentum for this altcoin. Now, if we cut to their official announcement here, breaking, we're extremely excited to announce our partnership with World Liberty Fi. As part of this collaboration, World Liberty Fi will include Sui in their strategic token reserve designed to bolster leading Web3 projects. And this is the really important part. They've begun exploring product development opportunities. Now, this product development opportunities is going to be the thing that makes or breaks this partnership. This could be a nothing burger, or this could be the thing that gives Sui that number 3, number 4 spot, potentially competing with Solana, maybe even Ethereum. If you're using cold storage, don't use the bootleg products out there. Stick with the best so your portfolio is also going to be the best and the most secure out there. And we're talking about Arculus Cold Storage with their new sleek premium metal cards. They have all different types and styles, embedded, metal veneer, metal hybrid. Imagine the looks around the table when you slam down your 21-gram full metal cold storage card. Everyone's going to be in shock. Everyone's going to be in awe. And it's not just your portfolio bags. It's how you're securing it with the Arculus Cold Storage. Make sure you use code DC20 to save you 20%. Now, I have a report from Masari about where things could be heading. Now, this is the state of Sui Q4. So this is going to be October, November, December. We don't have Q1 because we're still in March. Now, they've done huge things in Q4. They integrated Circle's USDC and their cross-chain transfer protocol. Van Eck launched a Sui exchange product, and Phantom, one of the top wallets out there, mainly a Solana wallet, announced plans to integrate Sui as well. So Q4 was tremendously bullish, but let's actually zoom in on some of these things for Q1. Now there's something bullish in this report that I wanted to share with you, and that's going to be the token inflation rate. You can see here, this is Sui's unlocks. This is the rate at which the token launches more tokens, aka its inflation rate. In May of 2024, you can actually see there's a huge unlock, but in May of 2025, they're slowing the rate of inflation. So right around here, you're going to see the amount of Sui hitting the markets every day is going to drop tremendously. Now, one more bullish thing I wanted to share from this report here, and that's going to be the financial overview. And if we click on this, this is the fees in USD. Now, they have the fees in Sui, but we're going to look at the fees in USD. Fees are up 600% quarter over quarter. And so this is kind of, we look at it as a way of them generating income. Now we're looking at DeFi Llama here, and we're buttoning down on the Sui financials. So we're looking at two different things: total value locked and app revenue. So that's great to show us Q4 data, but let's look at Q1. So we don't have a report since we're still in March, but we can actually look on chain and check some of the revenue ourselves. So we're looking at two different things here on DeFiLlama.com. This is for Sui's financials. So we're looking at total value locked and app revenue. Now the TVL is this blue line right here. You can see it's kind of down with the price. This is where it peaked in price around January, and then the TVL is kind of fallen, but potentially finding a bottom. The purple line is the app revenue, and so you saw that the fees were growing quarter over quarter. We'll look at Q4. So we're averaging, around the 70 to 80 range for the floor there, 86, 76, 71, 78. That's how much fees are bringing in daily. Well, if we go all the way to 2025, the fees are growing tremendously. Instead of a floor around 70 to 80, now the floor is around 100K a day with, a random low day here and there. So the fees are up, the revenue is up, and we can look with our own eyes on chain and see Sui is in a good position. Now, I'm opening a trade on Sui as we speak. I just opened it maybe maybe have caught a bottom here. We got a little bit of a little long here on LBank. We're going to have a link down below if you want to get your trades in. I'll be watching this carefully because these red candles trying to come back down to my entry point here. But right now we're about 10% in profit, so we're happy about that. But looking at the prices, this is why I wanted to get a trade in. So on the daily chart, you can see we have two trend lines that we need to worry about. I said there's a target to the upside, there's a target to the downside in the short term. On the short term to the downside, I'm looking at this trend line right here. Now, this trend line goes about almost halfway back in Sui's price history. This was the March 2024 high. Bitcoin was putting in a high. A lot of coins were putting in a high around then. And you can see we hit a little bit of a peak around $2.16, hit it again, acted as resistance. This was a little bit closer to $2.37, but then blasted through it as everything started to turn bullish. And you'll see this pump is coinciding with Trump's election. Now we've came back down and tested it to the downside. And if we zoom in on the 4 hour, you can see, got a little bit hairy there for a second. But if you really look in, you can see we only closed about 2 candles below this line. Everything else was, fighting for support. So to the downside, we definitely have a target. This is going to be around $2.50. Now, 250 is going to be a good psychological level, and if we measure that by a percentage, that's, about a 13% drawdown to the downside, but we got a little bit of a room to the upside, and this is where I plan on taking profits with my trade. Oh, things are starting to turn green too, so might be sooner rather than later. This is a trend line that has been started all the way back in January, so you can see basically from when we put in a new all-time high, Sui has been trending down. So this is just a price level to watch. And if I was to measure, probably looking to close somewhere maybe right around $3. That's showing 303. Maybe I even close it around $2.99. So those are the Sui numbers I want to throw on your radar. Do not discount how bullish it is that Donald Trump is going to be working with Sui, and we're going to be waiting with bated breath on the details when it comes to the new blockchain development opportunities. Like I said, this could be a nothing burger, or this could be what it takes to put Sui into the top 10 with a real conviction, folks. So don't sleep on Sui. Donald Trump and his sons, they definitely aren't. I'm DZ, and I'll see you in your L1 bags at the top.